What is up, my Galaxy gamers? Livy back again, and today I'm going to be playing Lego FNaF. Or, well, yeah, we're playing Lego FNaF in the background, but I have a special guest here with me today.
Hello. You are seeing this, you must be a FNaFer. FNaFist, we are working on it.
Yeah, it's MisterMatt.
Survey, I'd be very grateful. I'm curious to investigate the demographic of the FNaF fanbase at this time.
Matt.
Other things. This survey contains 14 questions with right choices, so depending on how much you wish to say, it may take 15 to 30 minutes to complete. Hi. Hey.
I'm good. We're recording right now.
Oh, right. Sorry. I was just so immersed and dazzled by my amazing survey introduction. Oh, it's so well written, guys. Link in the description, guys. Yeah, so, Livy and I are collaborating, Lego FNaF. Great fan game. If you don't know it, check it out. I'm sure the link is also in the description. As well as my big old survey. Livy, do you want to explain exactly how we're gonna do this today?
Okay, so MisterMatt has a FNaF survey, like, based off demographics and stuff like that, and he's gonna interrogate me and ask me all the questions from it, or most of them, because if you guys want to see the rest of them...
what we have time for.
Yeah. If you guys want to see the rest of the questions, though, it will be linked down in the description below, so you can go answer it yourselves.
I'd really appreciate it, because I've had this going for a few months now. I gotta close it, and I've only reached a very small portion of the FNaF fandom, so any and all responses and reshares would be much appreciated. If you're interested, links below, but let's not bore you. Let's get into this video, and I'm just gonna read out some of these questions to you, Libby. Some of these thrilling, topical questions, starting off with, how old are you?
I am 18.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you wanna skip the demographic questions? Why not? Let's profile you. Age, 18. Gender.
Female.
Gender. British? Are you British, Livy?
I am very British.
So, 18-year-old female, British, when did you become a FNaF fan? Is the first proper question. When did you become a FNaF fan?
So basically, when Markiplier first released Five Nights at Wario's, I was going through a bit of a Mario phase, and then, like, I watched his Five Nights at Wario's videos, and then went on to Five Nights at Freddy's from there.
Wait, he played Five Nights at Wario's?
Yeah.
I had no idea. This is a fan game that I myself only discovered a few weeks ago. I only played it for the first time a few weeks ago. I heard of it maybe a couple months ago, but... Dude, January 9th, 2015, Five Nights at Wario's, his first ever video on it. I think that, that's around the same time I became a FNaF fan.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
And the next question I had was, how did you become a FNaF fan? So, I guess that kind of answers that as well.
Yeah.
So, you actually discovered FNaF through a fan game. Let's Play. Like, you gotta think, like, millions of people will have found it through Markiplier's FNaF mod, but you was a Five Nights at Wario's, which makes sense, I guess, yeah. So, you had a Mario?
Yeah, I had a bit of a Mario phase in high school.
Yeah. Good stuff. How interesting. Okay. So, the next one is actually a multiple choice. What do you enjoy most about the franchise? And the options are the challenge, the variety / genre / themes. Maybe I'll send you an image and read the video as well. But it's all in the survey, guys. So the challenge, the variety, I guess, of themes, genres, the lore / mysteries, the fan content, the gameplay / mechanics, the story / characters, the art / design, the music, and of course there's an other slot. So if there's like something additional you want to just like write in, like which of those, and you can pick like any and all of them, it takes some time to think about it.
I would probably say the fan content, the gameplay mechanics, and the challenge as well. Because I'm not great at FNaF, but like once you get like the hang of the controls and stuff, it's pretty easy. That's also what I like about the gameplay and mechanics. It's like got a simple, I don't know how to phrase it.
Game loop.
Yeah, that's it.
It plays like an arcade thing, you know, it ramps up in speed, it's the same thing over and over, but it's still pretty fun, right?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
fan content, I would say, I think most of the fan content is pretty cool.
I mean, considering the last question, it has to be, right? Because that's
Yeah.
how you got here. I mean, there are
Yeah.
so many good fan games out there.
Yeah, because it also, like, I like seeing the fact that there are loads of people who kind of unleash their creativity, making fan content of FNaF as well.
Like, not just games, but like SFMs, fan art, whatever.
Yeah. Just all of it. It's just, everyone, like, has their own way of, like, making art from it, I guess.
Awesome. So, question, what are we on now? 7, is FNaF typical of your interest? Does it have a lot in common with your other favourite games, /movies, /books, and why so, why not?
To be honest, FNaF literally, I don't think it has any connections to, like, any movies or, like, other games I play. Because most of the games I play are platformers and they're more, like, I don't know, they're not as spooky as FNaF. And then, like, as in terms of movies, I'm not really a horror movie kind of person. I'm more of a comedy kind of person, so...
Man, comedies are all men.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crack comedy these days. Fine. Next question.
Yes.
So question number 8 now. Which of the following are you familiar with, have played / watched / read? Okay. Is a multiple choice of all official FNaF media. What are you familiar with? So I'm gonna simplify it for you. Like, which of the, like, you know, have you seen and played all the games? The main games, like FNaF 1, 2, 3, 4, up to, like, Custom 9.
Yeah, I have. I've seen majority played by Markiplier or Jacksepticeye.
So what about, like, the VR, the AR spin-offs, Help Wanted, Special Delivery? Have you seen those? Have you played Security Breach?
No, I have not played Security Breach, and I've seen AR and VR. One is definitely superior to the other.
Interesting, okay. What about the books? Have you read any of the books?
No. I haven't
Not
read
single...
any of them.
Not even the Silver Eyes?
Nope.
Damn, okay. And the last basic thing is fan games. Flumpties, Candies, Pop Goes, T-Jog. You familiar with any of those?
Yes, but I haven't played them.
So you've seen playthroughs of all of them, but you haven't played them yourself?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Next question! What would you regard as the most important fan-made content in FNaF? It could be a fan game, a song, anything.
I think, like I mentioned earlier when we were talking about what I enjoy the most about the franchise, I think kind of with the fan content, literally just any of it. Mostly the songs, because there are a lot of really catchy ones in there.
Yeah.
And some of the fan games as well, because they've got some of them have pretty good stories, or they like have the same mechanic as the first game, so it kind of stays true to the first game, which I think that's cool.
Are there any specific songs that you could name that you think are particularly influential? Important in that regard?
Probably... I don't know. Dance to Forget, Let Me Through. Those are some pretty good ones. I think they're more
Try Hard
obscure.
Ninja then.
Yeah.
What was like the first FNaF song you actually listened to? This isn't on the survey, I'm just curious now. What was like the first
Probably...
FNaF fan song you listened to?
Oh god, what was it? Join Us for a Bite, that one. The sister location one.
Okay, that one's super popular. That's become a meme. Like, people just throw that in memes now.
Yeah.
That's, like, immensely... But that was part of, like, Sister Location Mania. Like, hype. SL Mania. Yeah. Good choice, though. JT... and that was one of JT's best collabs, I think. He had, it was one of the first times he had Andrea Storm Caden, I think her name is. Very good singer.
Yeah.
So, next question is, how much do you feel that you understand the story / lore of FNaF? Like, out of 100, like, as a percentage. How much do you feel you understand?
Like, 25%?
25.
Yeah.
So you've got like, I don't know, like, core of it. You've got the general gist of it, and, that's probably average, to be honest, because FNaF, you know how FNaF lore is. It's pretty confusing. It's pretty stupid. How much do you think you understand the story / lore of FNaF? So before you answer now, think about all of like the content and media across the franchise, right? You got the original 7 games. You got FNaF 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night. You've got Help Wanted and Special Delivery. You know, the newer games, newer titles. You've got the novel trilogy. You've got the Fazbear Fright series, you know, those other books, things like the Logbook, non-canon spin-offs like FNaF World. How familiar are you with all this source material? Would you consider yourself a theorist? Was there ever a point in your life where you spent considerable time and energy on the mysteries of FNaF? And would any of that kind of change that percentage? Do you think your understanding is really 25 or anything higher or lower?
I think probably still be at 25, because I've never really, like, came up with any theories. I've kind of just gone off what everyone else said and kind of pieced it together from that. But considering FNaF lore is very confusing and all over the place, it's kind of just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think 25 is actually, I think it actually makes sense if you'd stick with that, because think about how much of the actual franchise you've consumed. It's about a quarter. Like, you know, probably more than a quarter, more like a third actually. Like, you've only engaged with like 33% of all the material there is, because like you've seen all the games and you've only gone deeply on a few of the games, but like you've not touched on any of the books, and that's like half the like thing.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm just observing. Honestly, the books are actually very hit and miss, in my honest opinion. But that's a discussion for another time. Did you want to talk about that? Because I mean, but I can't, can you?
No, because I'm clueless about anything that goes on in the books.
Alright, next question. Here it is! Shameless self-promo. I forgot I put this in here. I completely forgot that this was in here. Would you consider subscribing to a YouTube channel with the following description? Oh my god, this is out of date. I just realized. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I didn't realize this until literally as I'm recording this, guys. But basically, there's an advert for continuity error, and you know what that is. But it's changed. Basically, it was, would you subscribe to my FNaF lore YouTube channel? Although that's not, it's kind of different. I'm like, it's a 20-minute podcast explaining specific theories and ideas, but now it's more like lore, meta, multi-game thing. Oh my god, continuity error is 50 subscribers. Where did that come from? Livy, would you subscribe to continuity error? You know what it is? Yeah, no.
What if I'm already subscribed to it?
Dun 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 dun. Well, guys, if you're interested, the description of the survey is kind of out of date. If you go to the link and you read the about page, it's more up to date. I have a new YouTube channel called Continuity Error, which, as the name would suggest, is basically a video essay channel where I examine, like, you know, fiction, you know, storytelling. It started off with FNaF theories and FNaF lore, but I want to expand into other games, such as, do you want an exclusive little tease? I'll give you an exclusive little tease. I'm currently working on a script for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I'm considering covering a variety of games and metas, like real-life stuff and lore, in-universe stuff, for Minecraft, Baldi's Basics, if I somehow could. Oddly enough, I don't think there's anything I could do for Bending an Ink Machine, because that whole game is kind of dead, but, you know, it's on the table. You know, similar games to FNaF. I'm thinking as well of maybe doing, in addition to like a bunch of FNaF lore videos, doing some lore videos on games that you might not be as familiar with, which, you know what, I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil anything. Again, it's not even strictly just games. That kind of breaks. You know, I'm not going to say anything else. You know, I've said too much.
Yeah, keep some secrets.
You subscribe, you'll get some nice videos that are hopefully not too long. They're all pretty long, but it's some pretty nice analysis stuff, and I spent time working on the edits, so do check it out. Link is in the survey. Next question, because no one wants to hear about that. Do you feel that FNaF has changed since you joined the fandom? If so, how and why?
Well, yes, definitely. Especially in light of some recent incidents. Don't want to go too in depth with that, but yeah, it's definitely changed a lot. It's definitely grown a lot since I first joined as well.
I mean, you first joined almost at the very beginning. Like, you're a veteran. You get a veteran's pass, so...
Yes.
Do you have any idea, like, what's the most defining trait of FNaF do you feel that has been lost from the old times? And what's the most defining trait you think has been gained that wasn't there in the beginning?
One that's been kind of lost is, like... thinking about it, like, if you look at FNaF 1 and then you look at Security Breach, they're, like, two completely different games. Because at the beginning it was, horror survival point and click. But then Security Breach, you've got like free roam.
Technically, it's a survival horror, but it's also like a first-person adventure.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And it's like really hard to like, you know, put things in boxes and label them, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. But what you're saying is that FNaF in terms of game design and scale has completely changed. It's gone from this indie, you know, one gimmick survival horror thing to, you know, generic, you know, free roaming adventure romp kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I think we're actually going to finish this because there's only 2 questions left. We've been recording for 20 minutes, and I think we're actually almost at the end of this anyway. So, let's just have more discussion about it. How long do you see yourself remaining a FNaF fan? In here I put it as like 0 to 60 months, just like, whatever. How long do you see yourself remaining a FNaF fan?
I don't know, as long as they keep, like, making good games and then there's still decent fan content coming out, probably a while.
Did you put a number on it?
A number on it, I don't know. Probably...
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could put a number on it.
But what you're saying is that as long as there's something of quality to look forward to.
Yeah.
But you know, we've only had one game in the last 3 years, other than One Night at Flumpty's 3, and Security Breach was a flop. Do you really want to stick around and wait for the Fanverse or the Ruin DLC?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of curious to see, like, what's gonna happen in the Ruin DLC. Because it's kind of like, the post is very obscure, there's only so much that you can get from it, so I kind of want to see what actually happens in the gameplay.
What about the Fazbear Fanverse initiative? Are you looking forward to playing or watching any of those particular games?
Yeah, I really want to see FNaF Plus because it's, like, it looks really polished, and then, like, the fact that it's kind of like FNaF but with more, like, detail, like, in terms of graphics and visuals.
Yeah, it's more than a remaster, it's a remake, but yeah, like, you're in good luck as well, because I was going to ask about, like, but is it going to be worth the wait? FNaF Plus is probably going to release this year. It's definitely close now. It's getting close to finished. Like, I think Physnom's in the stage of kind of just polishing it now, like adding bug fixes, secrets, that kind of thing. The core gameplay and everything is done. It's finished. So yeah, indefinitely. That's awesome. The final question, number 15, is: do you have any questions for me? And I will answer these first on my YouTube channel live stream. More info about that after you finish the survey. But of course, I just answer right since you got this exclusive little survey, deep dive, little interview. Any questions for me?
How long will you stay in the FNaF fandom? Like, how much longer do you think you're gonna stay in light of recent events?
I am no longer a FNaF fan. I don't identify. But yeah, no, seriously. I feel like there probably isn't a bit of clarity, because like, what does that actually mean? What does it mean to be a fan? It's just a vague thing, and I hear a lot of people saying like, I became a fan on this date and this year, and I'm like, how can you now date? The thing about being a fan is that it's not really a cut and dry thing.
Yeah.
But the reason I say that, and I made that statement with the most recent community post at the time of recording this, is because I want to distance myself from, obviously the endless drama plaguing, you know, the franchise and the fanverse, but also, like, I'm genuinely not interested in new releases, like, at all. The fanverse looks awesome, but, like, the devs are, like, neck-deep in, you know, controversy turds, and Ruin, I expect to be just as bad as Security Breach. Tales from the Pizzaplex just looks like Fazbear Frights, but worse. I have just no emotional investment in it at all, and I think for years now, really, I've become less and less interested in, you know, FNaF as a whole, but it's only now I've realised, you know, I made the decision, I'm just not even gonna look at any new content anymore. I'm gonna stop being as active in the communities, because, like, it's not worth the amount of, like, just, like stress and, like, disappointment it brings, but I don't want to put everyone off, because, you know, FNaF is a great thing, and there's plenty that's still pretty good and worth sticking around for, but for me personally, like, you know, I wanted to sit in my, you know, Steam library, if you will, more like Bendy or Portal. I'm not in either of those fandoms, but I still play those games, and regardless of what is happening in the here and now, nothing's gonna ruin the ruin, no pun intended. Nothing, I'm not gonna let anything ruin, you know, the original Saga, or even that was actually pretty good. That was like breath of fresh air. That's, well, I don't know, I'm not even gonna real Tales from the Pizzaplex, so I can't judge, but like, this reach, I'm interested. I guess we're done. I mean, unless there's anything else you want to talk about specifically.
Not that I can think off the top of my head, no.
Well, guys, if you want your voices to be heard, you can comment on this video, but I'm not going to see that. Livy will see that. I mean, I totally won't be checking. But if you want me to answer your questions live, personally, you know, on my YouTube channel, live stream, check out the survey. Everything's explained there. Once you click the submit button, there's like a little paragraph that explains kind of, you know, what you need to know about when I'm actually going to explain the answers. I'm even going to post this on Reddit, you know, before I leave, because Reddit is nothing but fan art these days, and half of it is, you know,
suggestive.
Roxanne Wolf, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, but yeah, I mean, I know I sound like totally miserable sometimes, guys, but I don't want to be a negative force, which is why I'm leaving the FNaF fandom. It's just going to make me happier, it's going to make you happier. No one's going to have to deal with my crap quite so much. I mean, I love this franchise, but I hate what it's become, and it's like, you know, everything has to end, everything has to have its time. It's not the same thing that I joined for, and many have left before me. You know, this is something that I've been thinking of doing for months. It's, you know, it was always going to happen. It was just a question of when. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to completely block out any and all FNaF out of my life. There's plenty more content to cover on my various YouTube channels or whatever, which I'm happy to do, because, you know, if the game is good, why not play it? The fan games alone have so much going for them. You know, I think I'll play the fanverse games. And, you know, there's a lot I want to do with Continuity Era that isn't FNaF as well. There's a lot I want to do with MisterMatt that is like all these other games. There's so many other games out there which I have played and haven't played. So, just, you know, regardless of all of that though, do check out this survey, because I'm realizing now, actually reading through the questions for the first time since I made it, like 6 months ago, it's not perfect. I definitely could have phrased some of these better, but I can't change that now, otherwise, you know, the results will be for different surveys, because that'd be inconsistent. So, just regardless of your stance on FNaF, it would be interesting to get as many results as I can to get the most comprehensive view of things. So, check it out, share it, and thank you, Libby, for hosting me and allowing me to shamelessly self-promote on your channel and abuse you for clicks or something. Seriously, this is fun. Look forward to our next collab. Livy, guys, I'll probably be back, and she'll be back on my channel as well. So subscribe, both of us.
Heck yeah.
That's everything I have to say. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the vibe now.
Nice.
But seriously, guys, thank you very much.
Yes. If you did enjoy this video, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. There'll be a link to the survey in the description, a link to Matt's channel, and a link to Lego FNaF as well. So go check them all out, and subscribe to Matt as well.
Stay hydrated.
And yeah, until the next video, keep sparkling like stars in the galaxy. Bye!